It's another Jubal phone prank.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello?
Yes, I'm looking for Mason's mommy.
Mason's mommy.
Do you have a child named Mason?
I do have a child named
Wonderful.
Mason.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tigre, a new teacher at your son's elementary school. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very happy to be speaking with Mason's mommy.
What is it that you're teaching my son?
I am in charge of the production that we're putting on of Wizard of Oz, and I know that Mason has signed up to be in the production. And the reason that I'm calling to talk to you is because I hear that you make quite a costume.
Oh, goodness. Well, I mean, yeah, for the kids, we put on, we like it creative for Halloween.
All right, well, then let Mr. Tigre make your day. I wanted to ask you if you'd be willing to make the costumes for this year's production of The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, like, make sure Mason has his costume?
I mean, all of the costumes. Would you be willing to do that for us? Because I've also talked to other teachers around here, and everybody tells me that Mason always has the best costumes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I appreciate that everyone loves my costumes. However, it is the Wizard of Oz. I mean, couldn't the school just purchase the costume?
Oh, I mean, they could if they wanted to be basic. The thing about me is I will never put on a production that is subpar. Part of art is taking something that someone's already done and then making it better.
I just don't know if that's something I could commit to. I mean, could you tell me a little bit more about, what you were thinking?
Yes.
What does this entail?
What I want to do for this year's 5th grade production of Mr. Tigre's Wizard of Oz is we're going to take it to the streets. It's going to be set a little more urban.
Urban?
Yes.
So what does that mean?
On the streets of Ozville, Gotham.
Hmm.
So it's going to be very gritty and grimy and a few crackhead rats.
Did you say crackhead rats?
Yes. There's a lot of crime in the city of Ozville. And so even the rats are addicted to crack. I've got a whole song already written about it. The rats are on crack. The rats are on crack.
Was this approved by the school?
Yes, I have been approved as the director of the 5th grade performance and production.
Yeah, but does the school know that you're singing about rats on crack?
You're wondering if the school knows that the rats are on crack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm asking you.
The rats are on the crack. That's just part of it. No, they don't know. They don't know yet. They're going to be wild, just like you are.
Okay, but no one is going to appreciate that. I don't want Mason singing about rats on crack.
Well, he doesn't have to be one of the main character. The main character sings that song, so he could be a rat that was on crack, maybe. I don't know.
No. None of the children are going to participate in a show that's singing about. They're in 5th grade.
Is it the rats that's bothering you?
Yeah, it's the rats. The rats are driving me bonkers. It's talking about crack. You can't be explaining that to my child.
I see what you're saying.
Like
I see what. Noted. I see what you're saying. Thank you. It should be a different sort of substance, shouldn't it? That they're on.
I'm glad that you called, actually, because I'm going to now have to talk to the principal, the head of the department. I mean, I just don't even know how you got the role that you're in, and maybe I even need to call the district. So you said it's Tigre, right? How do I spell that?
You spell it Jubal.
No, okay.
Because this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your husband James set you up.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
He said that you always get involved in the school plays for your kids, and he wanted to make this one really interesting for you.
That was definitely interesting.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone pranks.
And relaxing, which makes it especially great for bedrooms and bathrooms. And of course, get 30% off all of our other colors. Shop the sale online or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocatesloud.com.
Trey is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by a lady named Madison. Lady Madison is ghosting him.
So official.
What's up, Trey? How are you?
Hey guys, thanks for having me on.
Thank you, man. Thanks for agreeing to do this. Well, first of all, before we talk about your date, tell us a little bit about Lady Madison. How long has it been since you talked to her?
This is such an elegant ghosting.
It's been like 2 weeks since our date, actually, and I haven't heard a word from her except for the morning after we first met. So I'm definitely confused for sure.
So let's go to the date and let's work up to where we are now. So how did it go? How did you meet her?
Sure. Yeah, we met on an app. Things were going well. We started chatting. The connection was really strong. So we were like, let's meet up. Let's have dinner. Let's see where this goes. So I took her to my favorite Italian spot. Dinner and drinks, very chill date, like chill in the best way, like very easy to talk to her. The connection we had while we were texting was definitely strong in person, which like in my experience doesn't always happen. Sometimes it's really easy to text someone and then you get there and there's nothing to talk about. But it was really playful and flirty and we enjoyed our food and we had like wine with dinner. We had cocktails before dinner. And the waiter even was like, "Hey, y'all make such a beautiful couple." And I was like,
I love when that happens. It's a sign.
Yeah. It's awesome when it happens on a first date too, because it can get really awkward sometimes. You're like, whatever.
Yeah, totally. And actually, it was kind of like sitting there. I looked around and I could feel people like admiring her. Like she is beautiful and she just has like a presence about her. And so I felt pretty confident by the end of the date to be like, why don't you come on back to my place? And even that, like we got back there and, that went well. She was like, your apartment's amazing. Decoration's really cool. I love all the photos. Like I took some trips around the world. I've kind of took some time off to travel and I have photos up all over the place, like just photos from all my travels. And she was like, this is amazing. Like, so cool that you got to do that. And like, it was a whole new level to our conversation, and it just all felt really easy and really right.
Any idea why she's ghosting you then?
No, I have absolutely no idea. Like we did, like, truth be told, we did hook up that night and right afterwards I fell asleep. And when I woke up in the morning, she was gone. So I texted her and she did respond at first. She was like, thanks for dinner. Thanks. Nice meeting you, whatever. Like it kind of already felt like she was kind of blowing me off. And then the only thing I could think of is that maybe she thought that like all I really wanted to do was get laid. And then like once that happened, I wasn't interested anymore. But like, I texted her first and then I tried to follow up a couple times. And that's when it really was clear to me that I was being ghosted.
Okay.
That's
I
weird.
think maybe she was just using you for,
Yeah.
what you got.
Ow.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she was a one and done, but it definitely didn't seem like that in all the connections we were making. And we were talking before we hooked up, we talked about other dates or other things we were going to do together, or different. It definitely felt like it was someone I was going to see again and really spend some time with.
Okay.
So that's why it just feels very weird.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll try to figure it out for you, man. We'll play a song, come back, call her, and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you, and then maybe get you another date if you still want one after you hear the reason. All right. Play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's first date follow-up, Trey is on the phone, and Trey took Lady Madison to a ball. They danced for hours, and then they made sweet loving all night.
That sounds like a wonderful
It
dream.
really does. Trey's getting ghosted by a woman named Madison. They went on a date, and he has no idea why. We're about to call her and see if we can figure it out for him. But Trey, before we give her a call, why don't you refresh everybody's memory about your evening with Lady Madison?
Yes, well, my evening with Lady Madison was as romantic and magical as that makes it sound. But we met up. We've been chatting on an app. We met up at my favorite Italian spot. Dinner, drinks, cocktails, wine, the whole 9 yards. And we were really hitting it off. I was feeling super confident. Took her back to my place. She was like, your apartment's amazing. We were chatting about other dates we were maybe going to go on, other time we were going to spend together. And then we did hook up. I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning. She was gone. I texted her. She said thanks for dinner, and that's the last I heard from her. It's been almost 2 weeks.
Man, okay. Well, we'll try to figure out. We're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you. Are you ready?
I am definitely ready. Thank you.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Madison?
This is Madison.
Hi, Madison. How are you? My name is Jubal. I host a radio show, and the name of it is Jubal Show.
Yeah, and there's other people there too.
Yes.
And I'm Nina, also one of those people.
And I'm Victoria.
Hi, Madison.
Okay.
What's up? How are you? There's 3 of us on the phone right now.
Wow, okay. I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah, here and there.
Well, when you were hearing and thereing, have you ever heard a first date follow-up?
Yeah.
You recently went out with someone and you've been ghosting them and they want to know why. You want to take a guess on who it might be?
Yeah. I mean, I know who it is.
Okay.
Okay.
What's his name?
His name is Trey.
Bingo. So, what's up? Why are you ghosting Trey?
Okay. Well, listen, the date was really great. Trey's really attractive, and I had a really great time. Dinner was good. We went back to his apartment. It was good. Everything was good. But I'm kind of in a situation where I believe that, signs exist, and I have committed to myself that if I see something that makes me uncomfortable or like a red flag, that I'm going to commit and I'm going to get out of there. And there was a moment where he had rolled over to go to sleep after, our night, and he had a big crow tattooed on his back.
Crow?
And
Okay.
and I was attacked by crows when I was younger, and so I just took that as kind of like a bad sign, and so I just trusted that, and I left.
Okay.
What are the chances, though,
Yeah.
of the particular bird that you were attacked by?
I don't know. It just seemed too odd and too coincidental for me not to pay attention to it.
Man,
I've never heard of anybody getting a crow tattoo.
I've never heard of anybody getting attacked by crows. Okay, so it really, you liked him though, other than the fact that he's got that crow tattoo.
I mean, yeah, I really did. Everything was super chill. It was really nice. We connected really well. But,
Okay.
there was something about it that just really didn't sit right with me, I guess.
Thank you for being honest, Madison. I appreciate that. I also want to let you know that Trey is on the phone. He's been listening this whole time, and he would love to speak with you.
What's up, Madison?
Thanks.
Yeah, so, okay, that's crazy, and I guess, coincidence or whatever you want to call it, a sign, but, honestly, black crows symbolize, change and prophecy and luck and freedom, and if you were to look into some of that, they're actually a really good omen, and I'm really sorry you were attacked by crows when you were younger. I have also never heard of that happening, but I would just hate for my tattoo to be the reason that we kind of throw away the connection we had and not hang out again. I could definitely enlighten you as to the crow's spiritual meaning. I promise you that if you told me, I've done research on this, and I could make you feel safe, and I could make you feel confident that the fact that I happen to have a crow on my back is not a bad omen. It's actually maybe kind of a good omen. Maybe it's you coming full circle with that fear.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, you're making a good point right now, Trey. Hey, Madison, let me ask you a question. Did you enjoy your evening with Trey, right? You enjoyed your evening with Trey?
I mean, yeah, I really did.
Was he good?
Was he good in the bed?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a little hesitant because this is going to sound so cliche, but I feel like Trey just seems too good to be true, and that the crow was just kind of like a big stop sign.
Right.
That maybe to rethink.
Or maybe Trey has a point, right? Maybe it is to help. Maybe it's not a coincidence, but it's for you to finally rewire the way that you think about crows.
I mean, that is an interesting point.
That's how because you're looking at it like it's got to be a bad thing, like it has to be a bad thing, which makes sense because crows are a threat to you, right? Because they attacked you one time when you were a kid. So you're automatically going to think crows are a threat. But if you if you look at it differently and Trey is actually what he says he is, then guess what? The reward centers in your brain and the thing that connected crows in your brain, all of a sudden crows will be a good thing.
Is it okay if I just ask Trey a question just straight up?
Sure.
I'm just going to be straightforward. What are your intentions with me?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. That's a very valid question. And, as we talked about that night, I'm a go with the flow kind of guy. I definitely let kind of the universe and the world take me on whatever journey I'm going to go on. But I will tell you that my connection with you is super strong. I am committed to getting to know you, getting to know what excites you, respecting whatever boundaries you have, but also hopefully finding my way in so that you can trust me and feel safe, and that we explore where the connection might lead us. Because I personally think I haven't had that kind of connection with someone before. And I personally think that, this could be the start of something really kind of special.
Trey, are you sure you're not too good to be true? Because wow.
I know, Trey,
Wow.
Everybody. Madison, if you don't jump on it.
I will.
And I will after that. Victoria's still undecided, but
Yeah, I'll say that, but her thing with crows too, so.
Victoria, would you like to go on another date? Or sorry, Madison, would you like to go on another date with Trey? We'll pay for it.
Honestly, that was a really nice answer.
Yeah. Come on, Madison. You got to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I think I do that.
Sweet. Yeah.
Sweet.
Great.
Congratulations, Trey. You got another date. And Madison, I think it's going to work out for you. Trey sounds legit to me.
And maybe it's time for you
Yeah,
to deserve
well,
good
I
things.
hope so.
Yeah. Yep. And before you know it, you'll be like, bring that big crow over here and attack me with it. You'll be asking for the attack, you know?
Jubal's first date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorney. Online at advocateslaw.com.